Alright, y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is actually my first video, and today I will be trying to do my own makeup for the first time. I put makeup on before, but I'm gonna actually try to do a full facial, like a full makeup facial. And I have a lot of stuff here. I got a lot of makeup products, but I really don't put it on all the time. So I'm going to try it today, and I'm going to be telling you a little story, a true story. It's actually it's a crime story, but you know, can't really have that on air for YouTube purposes. But I am going to start out with, now mind you, half of this stuff my daughter used, like, I don't know nothing about it, but I'm about to see what it's about. Alright, this Dewy Luminex, I think that's how you say it, is a facial primer. Ooh. It says apply to skin. About to drop something. So y'all, if this come out a mess, it's my first time. First time trying it. Hope it don't break me out or nothing, because I don't use it. Alright. Let's see what's next. Going to use I'm gonna do my eyebrows. That's gonna be the part I really need to touch up. Mind you, I don't know nothing about eyebrows either. And you see I ain't got much, so. Ooh. Alright, so the true story I was gonna tell y'all about was about Erica and a Kyle Crippen from New Jersey. Mind you, they met in high school, so they already knew each other. They end up getting together. They were like the most happiest couple. Everybody saw them, looked at them like, oh my God, they're the perfect couple, especially the family. Erica's family loved him. They treated him like one of their own, like, you know, he was a part of them. But one person really didn't trust him in the family, and that was Erica's cousin, her female cousin. She said it was just something about him that she didn't like. She just didn't know. Oh, they look a little different. Something about him she didn't care for. His ways. So y'all see I'm trying to draw these things on good. So the entire time, Erica was portraying this perfect lifestyle to her family. Nobody knew anything. The only person she would talk to was her best friend. And she basically told her best friend everything that was going on about her and her husband, their problems. Anything happened, she told her everything that was going on. So the best friend, Arby, was aware of their toxic relationship. She told her about the in and out of jail that he had going on, because he was always in and out of jail, had a record, and he had a drug problem. And he had a problem with putting his hands on Erica. But Erica never told any of her family members. Any of them. Because that would make her look like her relationship was failing. And she didn't want anyone to know that it was failing. She was going to try to make it work. Oh, y'all see. Told y'all about this. But I'm using a Q-tip for this. I have brushes, all kind of brushes, but I feel more comfortable trying to use this and rubbing it in. Yeah, but everybody thought he was the perfect guy for her. Except for her cousin. And of course now her best friend, because she told her best friend everything. So she knew what was going on the entire time. So once it was a holiday. It was the 30th of December, right? And Kyle called the aunt and asked her, can she keep the kids while Erica goes out and party for the night. And I guess he was trying to go out too, but the aunt was like, that was a little suspicious to her, because Erica don't leave her kids, don't go out and be partying like that. So she just was like, okay. Then she said, like, a little while later, he called back and said, never mind, I'm just going to stay home. I'm not going anywhere. I can keep the kids. I'm not going anywhere. So the next day, New Year's Eve, they usually celebrate it with family. Everybody comes together and party together. So this is one of my favorite, the nudes, LA colors, nude. I use this area once and again. Oh, put some eyeliner on. So when Erica didn't call, text, let any of the family members know that she was not coming over or what was going on with her, she didn't text I love you, and that's something that she usually does. She didn't say anything to any of her family members, so they were confused, like, what the hell is going on? So Kyle made this excuse up. Maybe he thinks she went somewhere, she'll be back, and he haven't seen her. He decides to finally say something later on everybody's looking for her, and didn't report her missing until 8 hours after the fact. 8 hours later. Ain't that some bullshit? Yep, 8 hours later. I have a beauty marker here, so I always try to fill that in, but I'm gonna fill it in a little bit. Hold on. Alright, I'm back, y'all. I had to get something for my daughter. But anywho, despite the problems they had going on in their relationship, they decided to get married anyway. She wanted to marry him anyway. She was just in love with this man. And there was no leaving him right now. So they got married and they had a baby. She already had a baby, a 7-year-old from a prior relationship before they got together. So she had, they decided to have a baby together. Like, I want to keep this stuff very neutral. Like, I don't want all the extra stuff on here. I'm going to try a different, I usually try to keep dark colors. Like nude colors. Yeah, but she wanted to, oh, excuse me, stay with him. So she married the man. And of course, with his flaws and all, they had 2 kids together now. Well, 1 together, but that was his stepdaughter now. And the family thought, like, they were like, this is like the fairy tale couple. Only thing they were missing was the white picket fence. That's the only thing they didn't have, was the white picket fence. Once, I'm gonna try this new color. This new stuff too, by The Warriors by Juvia's. Something new. I got it off of Amazon Prime. I told y'all I have several brushes. I just don't use the brushes as much, but I'm gonna use one on there. I think I'm gonna do a glittery color. Gold, should I make a gold? Is Bakwa. The bottom one right there, Bakwa. I don't know if you can zoom in and see it. Bakwa. Alright, but like I told you, I probably said it over and over again because I'm trying to stay focused. What was it? She married this man. But when she came up missing, I hope I ain't put too much on. She popped up missing that New Year's Eve, and everybody could find her. Like I said, he decided to report her missing 8 hours later. Now, the kids were still staying at the house with him because nobody knew where she was at. Everybody was worried. They all thought it was just a little suspicious and something wasn't right. So, the family, you know, started looking for her. Her car was there still at the house with him. So he told them that she went out with some friends. So one day he sent the 7-year-old to school, and the 7-year-old was at school and nobody picked her up. So that was a red flag for the school because her mother was always there getting her. So they called the cops. You know, they did a little thing with the truancy officer and all that. They called them and they went to the house. Look at me, I can't keep one eye open. They went to the house, and when they went there, he was there, but they went there, did a welfare check, and found his baby as well in the tub in a soiled diaper. A really soiled diaper laying in the tub. So they end up getting the kids. Later on, they came back to arrest him. He was gone. He done hauled tail. He went to Camden, New Jersey to go get high and find him a stripper. Well, I just said stripper. He found him somebody that he brought home to his wife's house. and told her she could have anything in there. Anything in there she want out of the closet. Yep, anything in there she can have. So if you think your wife's coming back, why in the world would you tell this girl that she can have anything in there? Anything. The family didn't even understand that. Look at me spilling stuff. The family didn't even understand that. Like, why would you give her stuff away if she's coming back home? That just didn't make any sense to anyone. I'm going to put this foundation. I know I probably did it all wrong, but I'm going to put it on anyway. First time, y'all. I told you that's my first time. But I am going to rub this in with a brush. Some kind of brush. Put this in with, I guess. Yeah, so he was in camp. He done told this girl she could have anything in the house, in her closet. Basically, he didn't care about nothing. So the cops end up catching him. He did a high-speed chase with the police. Look at me get it all over my scarf. He did a high-speed chase with the police, and they caught him. But what was so crazy is when they caught him, he had shovels in the trunk. He had all kind of things going on in there. Like, he was trying to do his little thing. Whatever he had already done his little thing. But he had all that evidence inside of the car. So now they're like, why did he have all this in the car if he wasn't doing anything? These brushes. Darken it a little bit. Yeah, why did he have all that in the car if he wasn't doing anything? Of course nobody didn't believe that he wasn't doing anything. They locked him up, of course. Okay, mind y'all, he was sending text messages the entire time to the family members, acting like her, knowing it wasn't her. Like, he was sending messages and they was like, this sound crazy because this slang text that is coming through, she don't even text like this. She don't. So they was like, whoever's texting, they cannot get that off because we know for a fact that this is not her. Put a little room on lightly. Of course, I'm doing it lightly. Like I said, they knew that wasn't her. So when they came to find out, they start checking his text messages. That him and his mother was having little secret conversations. His mom had told him in a message, make sure you don't touch her. I don't think she's doing good. Make sure you don't touch her. So mind you, the mom knew what was going on. Why would she tell him not to touch her if there was nothing going on? Come to find out, he was driving all over the place and her car had a GPS on it. So there was like no way around it. They went looking everywhere that his GPS went. And Let me fix my eyelashes. My eyelashes is already done, guys. Yeah, they went to go, they tracked down everywhere he went in the vehicle. And that's how they discovered a body in Maryland. He dumped her body in Maryland. She was hog-tied, legs tied to the back of her, and arms to the back of her back, and she had her mouth duct taped. He was really, really trying to keep her quiet, and he really wouldn't take her out. She was strangled. That's how she actually died. He strangled her to death and hog-tied her. Then just dumped her body like she was nobody. Like she didn't have a family. Like she didn't have loved ones out there who cared about her. If you didn't want to be with her, why didn't you just leave? So he finally decided that he was going to tell, tell the family he apologized. He's sorry for what he did. This is what he said in court. Told everybody he apologized. He wished it didn't happen like this. He was going to take a plea deal, knowing he was guilty. But the mom, even though we all know the mom was included in this because the text messages, they just let the mother go. And he took the plea deal, and she got away scot-free. Her name was Joe Crippen. I think that was it. Yeah, Joe Crosby. That was the mother's name. They had to let her go. The mother go. And he did end up getting 31 years for what he did, which he will be 50 in his 50s when he get out. So he still gets to spend time with his family once he come home, who's ever still living when he get home. But he still gets to spend time with his family, while the kids, they have to suffer. They cannot see their mother anymore. His daughter and their daughter together end up staying with the aunt, and the 7-year-old went with her biological father, and he kept her. So now the kids, the mother's best friend says she was just going to make sure she keep the kids together in each other's lives, even though they live in separate households. She was going to keep them together and make sure that they know each other, that they love each other, trying to make sure they have that love that they would have had if their mother was still here. So she's going to be there for them still. And she was very upset. The family is very upset. Of course they're going to be upset because you took the loved one away and you just threw away like a piece of garbage. And that just wasn't right. So guys, I'm actually about to end this video. Do y'all like how I did my makeup? I try to be as natural as possible. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that thumbs up. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on those post notifications so you'll know when I upload the next video. Until next time, see y'all.